Good evening. Welcome, Bob and Gina. How's the sound? Am I coming through loud and clear? Great. Okay. So, any questions from the last week's webinar? Anything we want to bring up? Any signals that are current that you'd like to have a look at all? No? Okay. Well, let's just for a change, I thought I'd put Aussie yen up because the template should work on pretty much most crosses. Okay. Aussie is one of the fifth most traded currency. Obviously, yen is very much traded as well. So we expect, well, Aussie yen is in the minors. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, if I go to File, I go to Forex, the major crosses, things like US Swiss, usually there's 5, and then our minors. Okay, so minors would make up the majority of the second tier of the most traded currencies. So they've got a reasonable amount of volatility, and because they're traded a fair amount, the spread's reasonable. So unlike exotics, which could have unimaginable spreads. Okay, so and Aussie yen has some behavior of the Aussie currency and the yen. So and it generally doesn't do huge movements like pound Aussie or anything like that. Okay, so generally yen is probably around a 40 to 50 pip range. There it is. So today it's already done its 51 pips. So certain currency pairs have daily range or daily averages that they generally move within the day. Okay, and these are little things that if it hasn't done it, then we can expect it to go there. Okay, as we can see, this was the beginning of the day, today, Monday. You might notice a lot of times the price decides to either move upwards or move downwards. Okay, so when it's moved upwards, generally it's a lot of the times price would like to go and get to these open percentage levels and perhaps the green shading. At that point, it either firstly rebounds or pulls back a bit and then continues up, or come back to the balance point, and from there either move back up or move down. So these are general paths, but what you'll see is there's always generally a chosen direction that price will move to, and once it's achieved, then it'll decide what its next move is. Okay, so it just brings to the point that if we've got a lot of pressure pushing upwards, which as long as we still have levels of attraction or significant levels, and some of these indicators draw these significant levels, then price will definitely can see it and will move towards it. And here we can see in the last half an hour, price has moved from this level of the 6.618 open percentage, and you can see it directly above it, the second resistance level. Yeah, the next thicker band. Okay, so if price move up, we need to be able to see where it wants to go. From this point, going to the green river bank, which also seems to match the 0.618 level of the open percentage. and then there's still strong movement, green center line, green shading in multiple windows. Then it's moving, when it's moving towards this green resistance shaded area, it can go to anywhere in there. But here we also have an open percentage line. So different indicators. One draws these green and crimson bands, and the other one draws that. So both these have different formulas for working out significant levels, and when they coincide and price has a push or a bias to a direction, up or down, in this case up, then these are the things we look for as attainable targets, achievable targets. Okay, because if you can see that there's a commonality up there of two indicators showing there, then there's a chance that price also knows that they're up there and will endeavor to move towards it. Okay, not rocket science, but things that are given in front of the screen and been trading for a little while, these things you'd see. Okay, so a lot of times we actually notice it and notice a fair bit that we seem to trade opposite to what the price is. Price wants to go up, we're trying to go sells, doesn't make sense, does it? Sometimes we just really need to go and zoom out so we can see what price wants to do. Okay, because we're in like this. Okay, over here you can still see it's very strongly up. Okay, orange line, Bolinas, solid center line and levels. Okay, so you can see even as we talk, it's moved up closer to that band. Okay, so just imagine these candles do have eyes and they see the achievable target. They can be very stubborn. They'll keep moving towards it. Yeah. So, and that's why when there's a trade, something like a confirmed vertical line, and we've got a direction, really most of the work's done for us. We've got a confirmed direction. All we have to do is just look up. Because the confirmed vertical line, this being a blue one, says I'm confirmed, look up. And voila. Okay. One of the destinations on this confirmed one is the opposite riverbank that's going towards, which is the green riverbank. And then whatever, if it goes beyond that, then the next level. And on this chart, the next level is already marked up by an indicator. Makes it a bit easier, doesn't it? So and when we look at the four charts, the multi-charts, we're overwhelmed nearly with the greenness from each chart. Every chart. This happens a fair bit in the trading week. And really, when we turn up the trade, if it looks like that, either mostly green and that, and we've got confirmed vertical lines, then we follow that. If there's a mixture, we might decide, well, I'll come back later. Okay, so once again, by just doing that, we've then filtered ourselves to be in a market where it's impossible for a profitable trade not to happen. Yeah. So don't be compelled when you sit in front of the screen that you have to trade. You can actually say, oh my God, my goodness, I really wanted to trade. Now, this is a really good trading area, especially, if we're talking like, when's this time? Yeah, so 8:55 plus 7's 15, so 3:55. That's about 4 o'clock onwards. Yeah. So once again, the market does have these times where all four multi charts, 4 time frames, all are overwhelmingly giving you the direction that price is going there. Okay, and it happens enough times in a week that there will be 25 to 30% where all four charts saying exactly the same thing and have nearly every window overwhelmingly supporting it. So I'd say there's 25 to 30% of the time it's impossible not to get a trade. But a trade is not a trade unless you can see an achievable target. So even if you can see a trade, if we can't see a target, a place where it wants to get to, that we can put as our take profit and trade manage it, that means when it hits our target, we exit with at least 50 to 70%. And if we want to leave it because it's the market and price action indicating that wants to go higher, just remember our achievable target is a target that we're happy because we know we've made a known profit. Should the market progress and continue to keep pushing upwards or downwards, depending on which trade, but in this case pushing upwards, and we still have to show some commitment to our initial achievable target. So we should be taking it. Because a lot of times we get greedy, everybody's telling us, oh, it's going to keep going up. So we let it stay on and it goes up another 10 pips or 5 pips and we still didn't get out. And next minute it's gone 50 pips the opposite way. And we're thinking, let me just break even. You've just given our profit. Okay, so you can see that if it's hit one of our achievable targets, we should take some portion, even if we don't close the whole trade off, we should take the majority of that take profit and then leave some lots to extend profit. Okay, because yeah, because if you don't have achievable targets that you stick to, because these are targets that you're happy to go, that the price gets there, that you would have taken profit when you placed the trade. Okay, you can't really change your mind when it's achieved, because then what you're going to do is you're going to be adjusting and you'll allow greed to come in and you'll not take profit when you should be and find that a profitable trade that's achieved the target that you didn't exit all of it or some of it suddenly becomes a loss, and you'll find that you'll beat up yourself a fair bit and you'll be very hesitant in your trading. Okay, so just trying to get some good habits in there. Any questions you could always post if you are in that position and you can see that the market wants to continue and you might want to ask, I'd like to close half or 60% of my trade and leave because everything shows that wants to go more. Okay, so that will be more sustainable and they'll reinforce in your subconscious mind that you do follow your own rules. I will enter to trade when everything meets my criteria. This is a target I'm looking to, that if it's achieved, I'll be very happy with that profit. Okay, no worries. Okay, how to take part profit. Okay, take part. Okay, well, let's see if there's a trade I can put on. Oh, yep. Okay, it's 1/4 past, so we'll let the candles make the alerts. Okay. All right. This is okay. To do close a part. Say you got a trade that's got 1.12 and you want to close it. When you go to close it, all you do is, instead of pressing close, you go up here and if you point 0.06 and then click close. It will close 0.6 of that 0.1. So that means you've closed half of it. Okay, so all you have to do is, okay, to demonstrate, let's see if there's a trade I can actually do this with. Bear with me as I move down to 5 minutes to see if there's something there. Okay, come on. All right. Okay, so over here, it might just be pulling back, go up. That's this stage. Really, I haven't got any vertical lines for down. I could hope that it's coming down to here to bounce and go back up. But yeah, this. Okay, let's just put one in here. I'll do an easy one. Okay, so over here, I've put 0.03. Okay, now if I want to take close 2/3 of that, that means 0.02, and leave 1/3. What I do is I right click to close the order. Now just imagine that this is in profit, okay? All I do is go up here, click there, close that, and now I've closed 2/3 of my position. Notice 0.01 is left, and that's continued. Okay, so that's how you close a partial close. Okay, so I've still got the original order for a 0.1, a 10-cent lot of it still left in that trade. Okay, so whether it's $10 or whatever your original lot size is, you can 50% is just half whatever that lot size is. Does that answer your question, Bob? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's nothing, nothing really huge or hard. Everything's in your control, and in this way, yeah, because your primary aim of trade is to be profitable. Okay, and if the market does continue in the direction you're already in, and it's already approaching your target, and you have all the indication that it wants to keep moving, you still got to be true to original profit target, because part of our rule says if this gets hit, if this, you know what I mean? So in this way, by closing a portion of it, we've adhered to our achievable targets, and we've exited some of the trade at that point. Okay, and once again, if you if this remaining one that you've left, the 0.1, if in the next couple of candles it decides to come back in and we close it, we mightn't have got as much profit as we could have, but we've allowed it to go, and it will still be in profit. And even if it came back to zero, even if it breaks even, we've already made profit on what we've already previously closed. Okay, so it's all, once again, about trading is profitable. If your target's achieved, we need to go and show restraint and adhesion to our system and our exit strategies and our targets that we put. Okay, so one way is to close half or more and leave a residual amount to extend the profit. especially in the currency market where we have so many opportunities. Okay, so over here, the reason I decided I don't, even though there wasn't really a trade here, was that price over here, pound yen's been going up for a while, so it's going to pull back down anyway. Okay, so, but yeah, as you can see, even though there's a vertical red line popping up, it's not going to be a confirmed one because window 4 is green and we've got a green center line. Okay, the reason this price has got to a extreme current high diamond and it wants to come back towards the center, and then if it wants, because if it wants to go higher up, sometimes it needs to pull back down, push up, just like it did here. Yeah. So if it wants to go a bit higher and achieve the 0.64 level of the open percentage, it might need to pull down back to the center, regroup, consolidate, and then push back up. Okay, so that's how we do a partial close. Okay, so since this wasn't a trade that we're going and we're just using as an example, let's move on. Now, on your template that you have, window 4. Okay, now window 4, you can get the properties by placing a cursor there and then double left clicking, or you can place your cursor there, right click, and go to properties. Either way, you'll come to the pop-up box of inputs. Okay, I've just adjusted from trend 30 to trend 25. Okay, what this does is will allow the shading window 4 to come a little bit earlier. Yep. Remember that the window 4 has got this another setting, or basically another representation of a 25 Keltner channel above or below the river center line, except that we display it as shading. Yep. Okay. So what it means is that the 25 moving average coming below, or at this stage, means that it's below the green center line, supporting an upward movement. Okay. So if you'd like to do that, if you'd like to do it now, it's fine. You know, just bring up your MT4, go to the chart, change it from 30 to 25, press OK. You'll see this shading just adjusts a little bit. Okay, so because of the new window 5 that I put in with the retracement finder down there, and it tweaks once again. Will allow green shading to be, when if there's a trade there, it'll come and confirm, and then confirm a bit earlier your vertical lines. All right. So once you've done that, all you need to do is template, save, and then yep, and do that. All right. So yeah. Okay. So all you're going to see here is what we've said. Now, the price wants to get to that next percentage level or further into this green resistance area. A lot of times it just needs to pull back. So it's pulled back, by 3 pips. It's consolidating here. Okay, this is still green. So and at this stage, yeah, price is consolidating. It's moved up 51 pips so far this morning. So it's done pretty much its daily move. You can see from the 1 hour 30, it's been a nice curve upwards. Okay, so it's yeah, not too much, because these are finishing trades that began in the afternoon. So yeah, okay, so pound Aussie, that's the beginning of the day. It chose a side, yeah, decided that one to go to the support area. So it's moved down, it's gone past the crimson, got to the 0.38 and down to the 500. And then this afternoon, got a confirmed vertical line and it's moved back up. And you can see here the pivot or the balance line, and that belongs, that's the balance line for the green and crimson support and resistance bands. Okay. So once again, because these trades are just pushing up a little bit more and they're outside the river, they've achieved their targets, multiple targets. Okay, but what we can do is we can have a quick look at today's okay. Maybe we can't do it for there. We'll have to get Friday. Okay. Okay, so once again, okay, so as you're watching it, we've got a current high, got vertical line. Okay, so over here, okay, it's not. All right. Okay, so this is the multi chart, so not all the indicators are going to be able to go and be reproduced as in the live market. Okay, but you can get the gist of, now the market's sideways, so that's why we're getting to go and see the repainting quite severe. But over here you can see this clear separation. Yeah, where it's not quite so sideways. Okay, so when all the moving averages are right on top of the center line, you are going to get that. So you get clear separation. Okay, so once again, very hard to go and beat a confirmed vertical line. Okay, so and trade management lines, and just know that that if it hasn't reached its targets, you can still enter the trade, but for the right reasons. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Yeah. Okay. So occasionally it's not. It is a good idea just about to zoom out and see where price wants to go. Okay. And you can see the shape of the river as it arches or angles up. The green center line is solid green. Okay. All that means is it's looking for targets, and if there's targets that have been identified by the indicator and template, then they're the likely targets that they're going to be aiming for. And this support and resistance was drawn first thing in the morning. Okay, so they don't repaint, and you can see the price has that attraction. Yeah. Okay, and I think that's all pretty much what I can cover at this stage. The market's in the throes of completing its targets, and has achieved quite a few targets. Now, I just going to push up a little further, but it's definitely not ready to come down yet on Aussie yen. And certainly, let's just have a quick look at Aussie. Yeah. Okay, and that's where something like the report lines, as you can see, price action, if you're looking whether it's going up or down. So once again, when we do have these report lines, how often they get hit. Yeah. So but there's enough indicators to draw lines for us. Over here, we've got the Fibonacci been drawn since, let's see, that's 520. So 520, 545. And you can see price confirm it's looking for up. Once again, you've got the balance line, as well as that, you had the Fibonacci 423, Fibonacci 323 level, which is pretty much the blue channel lines on top. So when you've got two things on top of each other, drawn by different indicators on your chart, and price wants to go up, this creates significant attraction, and just above it, it's got one of those open percentage levels, and above that way. So there's a lot of reasons why price from here was attracted there and could still go up. Yeah. So if the chart indicates it wants to go up, what you need to do is look at your different time frames to see what sort of targets you can see the price wants to achieve and wants to hit. Right? So these things help you with identifying achievable price targets. Okay. With that, I shall say good night. And once again, enjoy this week's trading. Okay. Nothing like a live trade or trade that's presenting itself. If you've got a question that's generated by what you're seeing, screenshot and post it. Okay. Take care. Have a great